Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We are going to be giving some products today some second chances. Not necessarily because I, used them incorrectly the first time or I didn't like them the first time. I just think I can do better using them. So we're going to be looking at a few things. We have the Toy Story Colourpop eyeshadow palette, which I really did not get on with and I hated the look I made for that. We have the Nesmerics Yummy Skin Blurring Powder, this one, which this is going to be my fourth time giving it another go, but I feel like my skin is in a good place today to do so. I have a concealer as well, which I used once and I don't think I used it on camera. Didn't really like it. And then I'm also going to look at the Rare Beauty lip tints because in my original review for these, lip tints were kind of funny on me. We'll talk about that later. So as always, I like to start with the eyes. Before we get into it today, please do consider subscribing. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my beauty blog if you have not already. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. The Toy Story eyeshadow palette. Here's the deal. I used it and I love the collection in terms of what the collection looks like, how it is, but I just did not get on with this color here. This one shade, this like purple, just looks so bad. What's it called? Falling with Style. Hated it. Hated it. No, it wasn't that one, was it? Yeah, it was. So we're gonna stay away from it. We're gonna do green because in that video I said I hated green and everyone was like, but you use green. I'm like, yeah, I hate it. I still use it. Not as much as I hate red. So I kind of want to use like the greeny, browny, yellow shades. Do it. Okay, let's start with Intergalactic, which is this green here. I know it's like really recent since I used this, so you might be like, this palette again, but I'm just gonna run through it just real quick just so I can get an idea of, the blending without absolutely hating the finished look. And I know Colourpop's mattes perform quite well, so I'm not really about these. Watch me completely fuck it up now. This is a thing with Colourpop. I don't know what they're doing where their formulas just seem inconsistent. They just don't seem the same a lot of the time. Like there's sometimes I really enjoy using Colourpop shadows and then there's sometimes where I'm like, why did I fucking bother today? I'm going to take Rex Flex for the middle and I'm going to be super careful when I'm taking this off because last time I did it, oh my god, the glitter from the shade Blast Off everywhere, absolutely everywhere. It was like the glitter, the shimmer was all caught up in my hairline, in my beard. It was days and days I was covered in glitter. This is why I don't like glitter. Again, I'll use it. I don't like it, but I'll use it. Okay, let's just build up that green a little bit more. I wanted to add the brown, but I feel like this will look just so much nicer with a deeper green. See, I'm gonna join it together with the Howdy Partner shade, which is this yellow, which I'm not gonna use too much of because I don't want to look bruised. Also, I started using the face wash with vitamin C in and oh my god, my skin has just broke out like crazy. Yeah, I really want to use the dark green, but okay, no, let's just stick to the palette. Come on, this is the whole point in the video. I'm gonna use Infinity, which is like a brown, just make sure it's not purple because to me Infinity and Beyond would be a buzz situation, so I don't know why it's like this dark brown. That's whatever. Just want to make sure I'm being really careful when I'm placing that product first. It's going to be one of those mattes where you really have to build it up gently because if you blend too much, it blends it away, you know what I mean? That's like sometimes mattes sitting on top of mattes is not a good deal. Well, it depends on the brand. Like there's some really, see, you just, I was saying, it depends on the brand. Sometimes you get some really great brands who you can build up their matte shades quite well on top of each other. Blend Bunny, for example, whereas Colourpop do seem to struggle with their matte formulas. It's almost like you can't, when you try to build up a matte on top of another one, you get this patchiness. See, and it just kind of blends away when you try to blend it. I'm gonna kind of leave the eye makeup at that, and then I'm going to, when this video is over, because the hope was to take this look into the other videos, but I think what I'm gonna have to do is go in with another formula and build up that brown because this is not, I like the palette, it's just Colourpop and their formulas. There's some products I really like from Colourpop. They're Super Shock shadows. I've said it a million times, but something about their palettes are just pissing me off. Okay, let's go in with the Yummy Skin foundation. This is a shade 3.5, which I think is going to be light for me now. Here's the deal why I don't like this, or have tried this a million times, and if you've watched my videos consistently, you know I have given this a million chances. Love a brand, I absolutely love a brand, I think they're incredible, but it's this one product I cannot get to work for me. But I love the sound of a product, what it does, what it claims to do. It does what it claims to do. is what I'm looking for in my foundation. A formula like this, I've tried a few things. Now I just really want to try. Now my skin is in a really good place. It feels smooth, bouncy, whatever. I just want to see how it sits. Before, my issue was it looked overly textured, right? Like it looked crazy textured on my skin. It looked really dry. I was just not enjoying it. But I feel like every time I've tried it, my skin's been not at its best. And your makeup is never gonna look good if your skin isn't looked after, you know what I mean, underneath. It doesn't mean you have to have perfect skin underneath. It just means that you should be looking after it no matter what state your skin is in. I'm always impressed with how it looks at this point. So I'm just gonna keep tapping it into my skin. Not too much, and I have learned with this formula, it does look better on me when it is pushed and tapped on, right? As an oily person, this formula, the sound of this formula, like a powdery foundation, oh my God, what is with this mirror today? Is like exactly what I need, you know what I mean? So if I can figure this out, I have my skincare routine still in front of me. I use the Tier Milk Skin Toner because I love it. If I'm having a bad skin day, I know it's that. And then literally, if I'm having a bad skin day, I know I can use that. And then literally, which one is it? The Glow Serum? Love this stuff as well. See, again, it's my nose. It's my nose. I just can't get it to sit right. All around here, all around here. It's just like, it looks crusty. Like it just looks, look, it looks kind of like textured around here. It's not as bad, I mean, as I've had before, as I've done it before. But is it a condition I would like to go out with my skin in? Not really, no. You know what I'm gonna try really quick? I'm going to take it off my nose and then I'm gonna use like an Elemis peeling pad just on these areas to gently exfoliate the nose. Because if I'm to, let me get back to myself for a minute here. I had a client sit down in my chair. I need to take my own advice sometimes, and I looked at their nose. How would I diagnose this in terms of the way the foundation is sitting on my nose? Would be exfoliation. It's gripping all under here, but you can see some texture there, which to me tells me I've missed exfoliating under my nose here. Yeah, it's really sitting on an idea. I have an idea. Okay. Elemis dynamic resurfacing facial pads. These are really beautiful. So I'm just gonna circle around my nose just to get rid of any kind of like dead skin. Right underneath as well, because where I'm seeing like, it looks, you know where sometimes you get like sebaceous filaments? And you can kind of see it coming off your nose when you put makeup on. That's what I'm seeing. The rest of my nose is just terrible in texture. I'm not removing my makeup with this, by the way. I have removed the makeup on my nose prior to this. Okay, let's just tap that nice and dry. Okay, that already feels a million times better. Toner is still important, so I'm gonna use a tiny bit of the milk, the Tier Milk Toner, and I'm just gonna use that on my nose. Make sure that's all properly tapped in. This is a very thick toner, so it does feel really moisturizing almost on my nose. Right in there. Okay, here's my idea. My pad from my Tier Cushion Foundation. Please work. Oh my God. It's actually working. It's working. Oh my God, that looks perfect. Oh my God, it looks smooth. I did it. I finally made this foundation work. Oh my God, it's been years. Oh my God, what a combination. This and this. Like, I was gonna see if I can shut this with leaving this in there, because if I can. I don't think, no. Ooh, absolutely fuck not. Whoops. So I'll wash that, that's fine. Don't do that, but that's, I think I did it. Okay, I'm gonna see how that sits for a little while. I'm too scared to go in with it anymore, but that, I think, yeah. What have I done to my eyebrow? Why is it a square like that? What's happening here? I'm not sure what, don't do this to your eyebrow. What the fuck is going on? Okay, whatever. Okay, no, I'm happy we've done that. Okay, one thing, sorted. Figured it out, got it, love that. Okay, I'm so happy, honestly. I know I keep saying, but that's finally, and it looks really smooth. Okay. Okay, no, I'm too happy about that. Let's go. Let's go in with a bit of the Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer for eyes and face, which most concealers are. Do this before we finish up under the eyes of our eye makeup. What I found about this was it acted a little bit dry on my skin, but again, I feel like I'm having a good skin day today. But even though I prepped my under eyes in the correct way, for me, sometimes you do have to adapt to the product. And this I found was quite an intense concealer. Like it's very, very, very heavy. But I just feel like when I used it before, I kind of just shoved it on and I just want to take a little bit more time tapping that into the skin. It's still quite dry. It's still quite a dry texture under my eye. I don't know if you can see that. It's great for like cutting off my eye makeup. I really like that because I do that very often. So I feel like with this, I feel like if I was going to make this work, I would have to use even more hydration under my eyes than what I would usually use. But if I was to use any more hydration, the concealer isn't going to sit very well. Like you need to hydrate under your eyes to make sure that you don't get creases, the skin isn't dry, there's enough moisture there to hold onto the product, but not too much that the product starts to like slip around. But it just immediately looks dry. Now, I take my eye makeup quite far down, so that's not the worst thing, that it's showing up some lines and stuff. Just use my body temperature to kind of like heat it up and even it out. But those days where I'm not wearing eye makeup, like, and if I want to, sorry, I'm so impressed with how this is sitting on my nose. And I want to, the days I'm not wearing eye makeup and the days where I want it to look natural as possible, I don't think this is the one for me. It almost applies to my eyes creased. Okay, you know what? I'm still gonna take that as I still don't like it. I'm still not a fan, but I'm gonna take today as a win anyway because I have that foundation working on me. That's my biggest achievement today. I know, what a sad life. Let me finish up under my eyes with the Colourpop palette. Okay, let's talk about the Rare Beauty lip tints. I did a whole video on these and absolutely love them. I love lip tints. You know me and my lip products. Love them. It's actually unreasonable how many I have. However, at the time with this specific product, and actually a lot of lip tint products, I didn't realize how similar they all look on my lips when my lip undertone gets involved. That happens with a lot of people, right? Our lip color kind of gets involved. So what I've been doing a lot, I mean, for like, since like a year ago now, is using something that's specifically made to block out my lip color. And that's where I went wrong. Before the tints, it was tinting my lip and then just kind of like blending with my lip shade. My underneath lip color was getting involved. So I'm going to completely nude them out and then try a shade again. I'm using this product from a brand called Javin de Sol. Sorry if I said that wrong. And this is it something beige? What is it? Pale beige. Literally, it's to block out your lips. What I really like about this is it's like a lip product, right? You can see very almost like liquidy. It's not concealer, it's not foundation. I don't mind concealer and foundation on the lip to block out lip colors. I just would prefer something that's specifically made for the lip because there's less skincare ingredients. Like, of course, there's ingredients that will help look after the lip, like moisturizing ingredients, but it tends to give it a bit more of a slip, right? So on the lips, at least you can have something like this, which completely blocks out that redness. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my 0N, right? Lip pencil from Lisa Eldridge. Just to give my lips, again, some definition around the edge. So what I've done now by erasing my lip color and giving a blank canvas underneath the lip tints is I'm allowing the lip tint to show its full color. So I'm gonna go in with Honesty and see if the color, basically every single one of them kind of went already pink on me. That's a beautiful shade. And I want it to stay this color, this like nude neutral brown. I let it sit for a little bit. I never take it all the way to the edge here. Let it do its like tint work, you know what I mean? And then with a brush, I'm just gonna tap around that edge, look around all the edges just so we get a nice blur finish. And then one more layer just in the middle. And you'll notice as well, the product underneath what we use to erase that color isn't being interrupted either, or it's not congealing with the product. It sits really beautifully. That's so much better. It's holding its color, it's keeping it, it's not going pink or red like all the other ones did. So much nicer. And that's how you do that. That's how you do that. And these come in loads of different colors as well. I have a little collection of them. They're really cute. Yeah, really, really, really nice. I really like that colour. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I'll link these down below. I think they have them on Olive Young. I think they do. If they do, I'll link them down below. Or I'll find them anywhere online for you and link them. If you use like a nude lip colour and you want that perfect nude, the reason why you bought that shade, because it was a specific shade, and then you put it on and then your natural lip colour gets too involved, perfect. And they do deeper shades as well. And a reddy one, I think, as well, like a reddy brown, which is really beautiful. Which is really nice if you want to neutralize, if you have darkness on the lip. Really beautiful. I'll get some lashes on. I need to fix up this whole look. I'll show you how it looks. Final thoughts. This is a weird one because I'm happy this exists. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, I like it. I like the green. I like this shimmer. It's just a few other formulas when you build them on top of each other is not for me. It's a bit of a struggle. That's all. It's just Colourpop's formulas are so on and off. I'm just not. I'm probably gonna give this away. Just someone I know because I've used it, you know. Yes. What did we use second? This. I can't even tell you. I'm so over the moon, and I think in the future I'm gonna spoon some out on the back of my hand with my pad and just do it over the whole face. I'm so happy I got this to work. I might actually order a shade darker. Darker? We'll try it. Maybe I can do light in the middle, darker on the outside, and see how I go with that, because now I know how to use it. I'm gonna, one second, where's my mirror? It's still sitting so smoothly. I'm so happy. I cannot tell you. Because if this sits how I think it's gonna sit on my oily skin, I am yes. The lip tints, I knew they were good. I liked them anyway. I liked the formula. I just needed to see the real color, and that was on my half, you know what I mean? That was my fault, whatever, you know? I needed to block out that lip shade, but beautiful. Beautiful advice. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me. Listen, if I've achieved anything today, it's this. Do consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon. Bye.